How's it going, YouTube? It's Roxas again, back with Reload. Last time we left off, we were just doing our daily life stuff, progressing with our social links. So I think let's just keep the trend going. Well, apparently we can't talk to Kaz today. If I remember right, yeah, Maiko, Hidetoshi, and Yuko. Considering how the last game went, I'm probably gonna hang out with Hidetoshi again. I'm pretty sure he's from what I remember, his social link's at 8 or 7. Okay, no, yeah, it is at 8. Sweet. So let's just keep going. Hopefully we can maybe finish Hidetoshi's social link in this video, but if not, then, well, I guess it'll be the next one. Damn, I forget like what the... Actually, I don't even think I know, but I know there's like only so many days you can spend, just leveling up a social link without actually progressing it. If you want to, do a max social link run.
I see you're back.
Whoops, sorry. Bit of gas. We made some progress for the time being, but we still can't afford to drop our guard. Even though we have some time until the next full moon, the enemies are growing stronger too. Let me know if you plan on going to Tartarus. After all, you always gotta push your limits when training. Too true, too true. Anyway, TV. Oh sweet, Phoenix Ranger Featherman. Coming to Polonium Mall, or come to Polonium Mall to see us. We won't be there though. Phoenix Ranger are every Sunday. All that really does is make me like miss the days of just waking up on a Saturday morning to watch cartoons and watch Power Rangers. Anyway, what do we have? Oh wait, we can do a event with our friends here. I might be might push focus on doing those instead, because while I do definitely need to up my social stats, yeah. I also really want to see what like new events we can do with everyone.
Oh, right.
Hey. Okay, that was weird. I was way deeper than I meant it to be, but hey, do you know how to cook? I have to eat enough to make up for what I burned during training, so it ends up being a lot of food. It's easier to cook it all at once. I'd appreciate your help if you have the time. Yeah. Can I count on you? Sure, I'll... Thanks. Let's get to it.
Chicken tenderloin, eggs, broccoli. We're gonna boil them one after the other. This is a staple for an athlete. Full of valuable nutrients and not too hard to cook either.
What did you say those ingredients were again? Chicken tenderloin, or tenderloin with like tenderloin, eggs, broccoli. Huh. Maybe I should try to see if I can learn this myself. I've been meaning to make, I think I mentioned it before. And I can't remember if it was in this or a video for another game, but like that I've wanted to cook before. I just don't have the time. But yeah, if it can be quick and easy, I would want to know.
The problem is what comes after. Next, you gotta portion everything out, and then put it in the freezer. It's a lot of work.
I can't deny I would probably not portion things out myself. I'd probably just like make as much as I could and then take as much as I could. So I would either make too much and then have some of it go bad the next day, or I would overcompensate and make too little and then run out during the week. I know myself too well. The protein powder's not enough. I mean, for Akiko maybe, but for any other person, he probably has way too much. Yeah, definitely works hard for all this.
Not really. I'm just lazy, so I want to do everything in one go. But if I want to get stronger, I have to do whatever it takes. All right, let's get started. It's done. This should last for a while. That really went by fast. The work is so much more efficient with two of us. Here, you take some too. It's perfect for a midnight snack, since it won't really put on fat.
Iron athlete meal? Cool.
I know your diet is important for building a strong body, but I'll admit, I'm not much of a cook. I could use your help again sometime, if you don't mind. I might be able to try something more elaborate with your help. Maybe I should buy some pig's feet. I hear they're rich in collagen.
I have nothing to comment on that. That just kind of... I don't even know what to say, because I don't think I've eaten a lot of different foods and definitely tried some weird stuff, but I don't think I've ever tried pig's feet. And if I have, it was probably just like
Good morning. This is Elizabeth.
shutting up.
There is something I wish to discuss with you, so please come to the Velvet Room post-haste. I believe this matter is of great import to you. I shall be anticipating your arrival.
One thing I want to mention here, just because I'm just realizing this, Elizabeth's like little display here is supposed to be a smartphone, but we have a flip phone. Anachronism detected. I feel like I was going to mention something beforehand, but I forgot what it was. I can hear people talking. The Kirijo group was on the news yesterday. Something about showing their true colors.
Yeah.
Kirijo? Oh, like the student council president? I hear they're involved in a lot of things. Even this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
I know, right?
I wonder why a company that big decided to build a school. Foreshadowing. Now, come to think of it, Elizabeth mentioned she had something important to discuss with me. I should head to the Velvet Room.
I've been waiting for you.
Okay, well, I thought she was going to speak, but one quick thing I want to mention. I don't remember this ever being a thing in the original, so this is definitely something new that they added. But knowing Elizabeth's character, and like the fact that they added stuff to to expand on things that were lacking in the original game, this could be one of two things: either like a new, like, I guess just event to shed more light on Elizabeth as a character, or like some actual kind of like a gameplay important thing where maybe we're gonna learn some kind of new function of something or other. But yeah, forgive me for calling you so suddenly, but there's something I must bring to your attention. There seems to be a... Oh, wait, they're bringing this back? This was originally like something that they did in Portable, where on occasion people would wander into Tartarus and they had to go in to save them. You'd end up getting rewards and stuff for it afterward, and if I'm right, you only had like a set amount of time to do it. There was even this kind of cool function where sometimes some of your social link characters would end up wandering into Tartarus, and if you saved them, not only would you get a huge... No, if I'm right, you got the basic reward, but you also got like boosts to your relationship with them. And cool thing, if you failed, there was no like way to recover. They were just gone. They were like you're completely locked out of their social link, and again they become the lost. So yeah, it's honestly kind of cool that they brought that back. There seems to be a human presence within Tartarus between floors 40 and 53. It appears someone without the potential who heard the voices of the shadows. If left alone, I fear they will become lost and may perish.
Very well then.
Please find and rescue them. Again, I'm kind of hyped that they brought this back. I always thought that was a cool thing. Maybe it was a bit undercooked because of the fact that it just seemed kind of random, and also, I mean, maybe there was a pattern to it. I don't really know. And the rewards you got, from what I remember, weren't middling necessarily, but like they were only really a few good ones you can get, where they would give you some like high level items. I could be wrong though. It's been a while since I played Portable, but yeah. Due to the influence of shadows, civilians will sometimes get lost in Tartarus and become missing persons. Missing persons will be somewhere in Tartarus and must be rescued within a set time limit. In the event someone goes missing, details will be posted on the bulletin board in front of the police station, so keep an eye peeled. So no hint on when we can, or what our time limit is, just
Good
rescue them.
day.
So get something for
Very
right now. Let's check the bulletin board. It's about the missing people. Ayako Yoshimoto didn't return from school on 6/17. Sorry, the stupid meme's been around. Deadline is 7/6, so we have a decent while, but yeah, we have a decent while, but we still need to prioritize that. We'll try to go there on a day where oh, that's a flower place. Oh, we might have some new seeds. But yeah, what was I saying? Right, we need to definitely go on any nights where we can't spend time with our friends in the dorm. No, yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry, I remember like in a few other games there were social links. I mean, there are social links we can do at night in this game too, but nothing that I currently can take care of, which I also need to work on. But this definitely adds a bit more to the whole process, a bit more to juggle. Rose bouquet, potato sprout, and armor. Oh, Armonian sprout. Rapidly cures ailments. 10 days holy grail. I'll buy 2 for right now. Make sure I have an extra one after I grow those potatoes. Right now, let's head over to. Wait. We're Kaz and Kenji, the only ones we can hang out with today. I mean, clearly not, because it looks like we hang out with Oh wait, that's probably the old couple, but we already finished their link. I guess let's see if we can hang out with Hidetoshi to finish his social link, but if not, then, you know, Kaz it is. And it doesn't look like we can. Though we can hang out with Chihiro, but like I said before, we're definitely gonna wait on that. Oh, this actually I think might be some kind of relevant dialogue, but oh, hold up, I forgot to swap out the cleats on my shoes. I'll catch up with you in a bit. No sign of no sign of Miyamoto.
Hey, I just got a text from Kaz. It's for you, but he wanted you to know ASAP, so he texted me too.
Clever.
It says, come to Iwa Todai Station. What is that guy thinking? He skipped practice today too.
Whoa, where's the fire?
I mean,
Go was
dude, you
pissed,
kind of just...
wasn't she? I've missed a lot of practice lately. I should have told you last time, but my X-ray results, the muscles and tendons around my knee are inflamed. The doctor said if I keep pushing it, that I won't be able to walk anymore.
I actually don't know what to say here. This is a pretty heavy situation, and I've never been good with those, obviously, because yeah, I mean, you kind of just get lost on what to talk about. Like, I mean, obviously the subject is, you know, the bad situation, but like, what do you say? What do you do? I mean, it's always tricky.
He said I strained it too hard during practice. So freaking stupid. I want to win, so I have to practice.
I mean, encourage him or like, oh man. We gotta show boy some encouragement here.
Yeah,
He's got this.
you're right. Every minute, every second counts. I can't waste any more time. Promised I'd win at next year's meet and become the #1 athlete in Japan.
I remember the way this works, right? Well, actually, no, I don't want to spoil stuff. I don't want to spoil stuff, but like, I guess. I mean, he's pushing himself pretty hard. And honestly, this will actually be. Sorry to snap there, but there's also be like a pretty what's the word? I guess a sly way to ask him about what's going on without having to directly ask him. He might be more inclined to share that way. Wait, why am I acting like I haven't?
Well, because it's not just about me. My nephew got into an accident, and his legs got messed up.
Sorry, I know this song. If I'm this one is Memories of the School. Sorry, because there's 2 tracks with that bit in the opening. There's 3 actually. There's Memories of the School, Memories of the City, and Memories of You. I think this is Memories of the School. I could be wrong. It's been forever since I really like listened to the soundtrack, and I hate the fact that I'm just now realizing I'm kind of just interrupting the social link for me rambling. But I'm sorry, because this is a very, very like touching moment. But it just popped in my head, and I have a bad habit of blurring stuff out without really thinking about it. So yeah, let me just get back to this.
Now, he can't walk. But if he goes through rehab, he might be able to recover. He says the rehab hurts too much, though, so he doesn't want to do it. He's only 5, you know? There's still so much he hasn't done yet. So I made a deal with my nephew. Just, don't laugh, okay?
Something I want to say quick is that it always, like, bad stuff, you know, sucks, obviously, but it's always worse when it happens to kids. And, you know, he just said not to laugh at him, but when you make a promise with a kid, like, goofy or serious, you know, it's not something you really, you know, seriously laugh about just because it's, you know, when it comes to kids, like, they're very bright, cheery, you know, you don't want to be too dour.
If I become #1 in Japan, he'll agree to go through rehab. That's why I have to win this meet, so I can make it to nationals.
I mean, we gotta encourage him, but we can't let him, like, be too blinded and make things worse for himself.
Thanks for caring, man. But I can't worry about that now. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused. And for all the depressing conversations. It's really tough keeping it all bottled up. You were the only one I could talk to.
As I mentioned, I feel like I'm pausing after every sentence he speaks, which technically I'm not, but, like, it feels like that. But two things I want to mention. He's apologizing for the depressing conversations. Dude, I've played this game before. Every conversation I have with someone is at least a bit depressing, or at least a depressing topic comes up. And I feel like I'm hitting everything wrong for these. I feel like I kind of want to reload, but at the same time, like, unless I'm absolutely sure, I don't want to screw it up. And I don't want to, like, have you guys sit through just constantly me going through dialogues only to reload and pick the right option. You can't see me right now, but I'm doing, like, air quotes, the right option. Well, I guess technically there are right options, but if I'm sidetracking again for the... I'm just gonna always do that. By now you guys should probably have picked up on that. But, yeah, I feel like I'm definitely picking the wrong choices here. Hopefully I can still do a max social link run. Hopefully. Rank 6, nice.
Yuko has good instincts when it comes to this stuff, so she might say something to you.
I mean, it probably doesn't help that you texting her probably also gave her a hint that something's, you know, going on.
Tell her to come talk to me if she does. I don't want to drag you into this any deeper.
I see you're back.
Oh, you're back. I'll actually back to some more dialogue this time around. Alright, TV. The news. Oh, this is the missing persons thing. Cool. Limited time set, full course seafood, available price. Oof, okay, now that kind of makes me want to go do that. Or we can hang out with Kruka. We have only until, what was it, 7-3 or 7-9? Was it 7-5? I think it was 7-5 actually. So I have about a week. Have about another week for finals. Okay, well first let me go check on the roof for those vegetables. I don't remember if they were ready or not. Oh, that's true. That's an entirely different place. I'm in the wrong area. So used to going there first after playing original FES and portable. So still not ready for another 10 days. All right. Might be making a poor decision here, but again, I did say I was interested in all the hangout events, so I think I'm going to talk to Fuka for today. If nothing happens tomorrow, I'll okay, well then that's a little coin toss between saving the girl or leveling up my social stats. Either way, we'll find out. What are you doing?
Hi.
Do you like to read books? You see, there's this near-future sci-fi series that was popular a while back. I found it at a used bookstore and bought the whole series. It's been sitting on my shelf for a long time. I only started reading it after moving into the dorm, and it's really interesting. Speaking of, oh wait, we can read the academics. Damn, this is a 2-for-1. Sweet.
Hi.
If you're interested, would you like to read the first book? Let's read it together. Glad to hear it. Okay, I'll go get them from my room. And I know I talk about this like every time whenever like I go off on a tangent, because I feel like I go off on too many tangents. And I think I've also mentioned this one specifically before, but I have a bookshelf that's just like completely full. That's there. I legitimately have books just like off to the side of the shelf because I have so many. Granted, the quote unquote books, I'm doing the air quotes again, I have are mainly manga and a few art books and a few novels. Admittedly, I don't read just manga, but mainly. But yeah, no, the thing is completely filled up to the brim, and I have stuff on the side just like chilling. And I have not made any progress on that in forever, and I still continue to buy more. Again, admittedly, it's mainly manga. I do have like a book or two in there somewhere, and I have. Okay, actually, I don't think I bought any other like actual books for a while, but do have more manga, and a few other art books too. Got the art book for Lies of P a while back. Really cool art book, really cool stuff in there. Yeah. I really either need to buy another bookshelf or just stop buying manga, but I'm probably not going to stop buying manga, and I do not have space for another bookshelf, so yeah. Problem for future me. Anyway, let's see what the book's about. Remember, I like usually books.
You read a lot of science fiction novels like this?
Gotta learn to shut up. But yeah, usually if I'm right, a lot of like the branded things in Persona, or not branded things, but a lot of things like books or media in Persona tend to be references to other stuff. Not like all the time, but most of the time, from what I remember. I know that there's like a few books that you can read in Persona 4 that are references to stuff. But anyway, yeah. I digress. Back to this. I mean, if I could, I would definitely be reading my stuff a lot more than I actually do. But I tend to really only read them every now and then.
I wonder what that exactly means. The core fan base for the sci-fi genre can get pretty picky. It's the ones who answer like you that turn out to be the hardcore fans.
I would appreciate if that was true, but I will say that the core fan base for any genre, anything really, can get extremely picky and honestly downright terrible. Like really just how do I phrase this? I don't want to bring up any specific examples because like people will then tend to only really think of that one, but I know of cases where like a fan base will turn on the creator because they disagree with a popular consensus, or hell, not even a popular consensus, just like a consensus from a minor extremely loud group, or instances where like the fan base will tear themselves apart because of one group believes one thing about the series and another one believes another, and it just gets wild and crazy and legitimately stupid at times.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt while you were reading. If you don't mind, can you let me know your thoughts once you finish it? Oh, I didn't notice the time. How far did you get? Wow, you've read that much already? Huh? I made a lot of progress too. Was I more focused than usual, or?
I feel like my academics have improved thanks to the skillful expression in the writing. Nice.
If you don't mind, do you think we could read here again sometime? I used to think reading was only a solo activity, but now, I think reading with someone helps me immerse myself deeper into the fictional world. I'm here whenever I can spare the time, so come by if you can. I'd be happy to have you. Alright, that's enough for today. Good night.
That was fun. Although that doesn't get me thinking about quick question, I guess. When it comes to discussions about things you guys enjoy, do you like to discuss stuff, or do you just like to keep things in a bubble? Personally speaking, well, I don't really have. Well, I mean, I can't really say that anymore because it turns out a lot of my friends are surprisingly into a lot of the same stuff I am. So we tend to have some pretty decent discussions every now and then about whatever franchise we're interested in. Well, honestly, not even just franchise. It can be just any random thing, really. But yeah, and I typically tend to enjoy a lot of those conversations. Granted, there have been a few where I kind of feel like I don't have much to talk about, so I just kind of either stay silent or just intently listen. And to be honest, those aren't so bad, but I do like it when there's a bit of dialogue between us, when we can discuss something. So yeah, just throwing that out there. Would you guys prefer to like talk about something, or just kind of keep stuff to yourself? I just should have read that, but it's a beautiful day, is it not? How are you faring today? Why is she talking all like Victorian? You know what? Formal. That's what I should have said. But yeah, why so formal? I don't know. When I hear speech like that, I just think of like old school, like, you know, Victorian London, posh, proper British people. Sorry for being so awkward. I've never had the chance to chat with someone on the way to school, so I got nervous. But I think I'm getting used to life in the dorm. Plus, I'm pretty excited about everything we can do there. Let's tend to the plants up on the rooftop again soon. Yeah, that was nice. But they won't be waiting for another 9 days at this point. It said 10 last time, right? Alright, let's see. Genji, Hitoshi, Kaz. Oh, it does. From there, I misread that as it's Maya. I was thinking like, what, do the two social links in this game talk to each other now? Honestly, that would be like a pretty nice little. Actually, no, from right, that was something that happened in 5, where sometimes whenever you go like out on an, not like a, because you can like go on outings with social link party member or social link members sometimes. It wasn't like necessarily anything that would progress to the next stage, but it was like a little thing you can do to raise your affinity with them. And sometimes when you were out with one of them, you would run into another one, and then all three of you would hang out together, and then you'd gain what am I forgetting what it's called? Yeah, you'd gain like a points with both of them. All right, rank 9. Here we come. It was 9, right?
And that concludes the disciplinary committee's forecast report.
Next up is the treasurer's report.
Yes.
Hey, sorry, but I was hoping you had some time once this meeting's over. We can talk up on the roof. I'm sorry to drag you up here, but I wanted to tell you something. Cigarette butt incident is going to be dropped. It seems interrogating every student in the school raised a few concerns.
Interesting.
I wanted to be student council president next year, and that teacher promised to endorse me if I agreed to help him. But I lost any hope of achieving that when I spoke up against him. Not to mention the student body isn't so fond of me. I rambled on about rules and fairness, but all I really proved was that I was desperate for power.
Facts here. Yeah, what matters is that he realized what was going on and corrected himself. I feel like there's something more I can talk about with this, but for some reason it's not coming to mind, so I'm just gonna keep going, and maybe if I remember, I'll bring it up.
See.
Okay, well, I think I remembered what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that it's good and important that he realized what was going on and he tried to correct it, because there are a lot of instances, especially nowadays, where people in power are doing, you know, just clearly, blatantly wrong shit, and they're either being sheep and following because everyone else is doing it, like everyone else, like in the, I guess in their group or vicinity or whatever, are, you know, also doing that bad shit and kind of just going along with it because it's how things are. I'm doing like the most massive air quotes I can. But yeah. Or what's even worse is people who actively know that things are, you know, what they're doing is wrong, and are doing it anyway just because. Again, another major thing we're seeing nowadays. And unfortunately, I am being summoned, so if you can all give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My dog's made a mess. Nothing too big or too nasty. Just that, you know, I had to clean it up because my brother, who was also in that area, was eating, and you know it's kind of rude to interrupt someone while they're eating. So yeah. I feel like something else I should probably mention about all that, but to be honest, thinking about it, it was just kind of a quick, just easy over and out type of deal. Anyway,
Now I understand
right.
why the president asked you to join the student council. You don't say things to put people down. You're just honest with them.
Which honestly the best way to be with someone.
The system only works if you have people's trust. And trust isn't something you can force on anyone. When that teacher doubted you, I felt backed into a corner by a fool who simply had more power than I did. It felt like the truth was being distorted and that I might lose a friend as a consequence.
Yeah, stuff's just, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine, like, especially in this day and age, I mean, who could, right? Damn, that's hitting.
wasn't for you, I would have become a tyrant. So, thank you.
Nice, just one more.
Don't you dare repeat what I just said. Anyone. I realize
Never
it's
the
out of
tough
my
guy.
usual character. I'm sure everyone would just make fun of me. Just promise, okay? I'll see you later.
That was nice.
Welcome back.
What's up, dude? Sorry, dude. I'm running to the store real quick. Interesting. I kind of mentioned that. Menu. Yep. Looks like we can talk to Yukari today, but I'm curious. Oh, wait. I mean, this is only like real. I guess he could also be at the strip mall, but here's some. Yeah, we'll run into Junpei. I was right. Called it.
Hey.
You know, I use two-handed swords, right? Someday I'm gonna find it. The legendary sword. Yeah, find me one too, buddy. Sure thing. Let's hope we can find one each. If I remember right, eventually this place is when it's gonna open up. The D store seems to be closed. Reopening July 18th. Not too far off, actually. That's actually pretty good because essentially what we can do is take items and personas. Yes, somehow we can fuse personas. At the store into weapons, which will give us some like really busted stuff. Yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna need to make the right personas, but yeah. And thankfully, it's not too far off, so we should be able to make something decent soon at the very least. Yep. All right, let's talk to Yukari. I got enthusiastic about cooking for myself for once, but I bought way too many ingredients. I'm gonna have a lot of leftovers on my hands. Will you help out? Sure.
Thanks.
Awesome. Let's make something tasty. So,
I picked up the ingredients to make chicken sauté today, but
okay, because I was about to ask if what I assumed Akiko was making was probably just some kind of beef bowl. I wonder what Yukari's gonna make, but chicken sauté. Interesting.
I might have bought too much. I think my eyes are bigger than my stomach.
Sorry, I have to like stretch out my neck for a second there. I probably moved a bit weird there.
I always end up having leftovers. What about you? Would you say you're a big eater?
Oh, fuck, that kinda hits because I do tend to eat a lot. Like whenever I go out to eat with my friends, they are, well, probably not at this point anymore, but at first they were definitely surprised about how much I ate. I tend to always clear my plate. I was just raised that way, you know, never leave anything on the plate. That whole spiel. So yeah, even to this day, I still kind of I still tend to eat a lot. Admittedly, it is just due to because of how much I have on my plate at the time. Like I was always taught, you know, to fill up at buffets or, you know, get something big if you feel hungry, so that way, you know, you'll have you won't be anymore, and you'll have, if you have leftovers, you can save that for another time, you know, that kind of stuff. And I do still, like I said, eat a lot, and I do tend to take leftovers home every now and then. So yeah, I hate to admit it, but I kind of eat like a pig.
Oh, sounds like a healthy appetite.
That's not what everyone else says.
We've got plenty. I hope it tastes alright, but don't get your hopes too high, okay? I haven't been cooking much lately. Well, either way, it'll be packed full of nutrients, so don't worry about that. They say your health is your most valuable asset, you know? I figured we should think about what we're putting into our bodies.
Honestly, fair.
And if I could lose some weight while we're at it, I'd kill two birds with one stone. But let's put that aside for now.
From what I hear, diet is a pretty big part of weight loss. For a while back in, I think it was around October to mid-December, probably. No, actually, probably early December. I was actively working out. I was slacking on it recently, but I'm getting back on it now. But yeah, I was actively working out a lot back in December, or back in October till mid-December. And while I definitely did see like some muscle gain, I didn't really see like a lot of, well, I can't really say I didn't see a lot of weight loss. I was told I definitely was looking a bit thinner then, although that might be because I was also eating a bit less. Again, nothing major, but I was definitely eating less back then. Probably because of I was even more tired back then. So yeah. Also, all the overtime around that time didn't help either. But sidetracking myself, sidetracking to a sidetrack. But main point being, what you eat is a huge part of weight loss and just any type of I guess attempts to improve your health. Yeah, and I definitely need to be eating a bit better too. I think I'm only really down to 2 meals a day. Actually, I think that's supposed to be what you're supposed to eat. Only like, no, I guess breakfast too. But I typically don't eat breakfast, and if I do, it's something small like an apple. But yeah, I only really eat lunch. Sometimes eat dinner. Admittedly, I do tend to skip out on that a lot. But yeah. I guess the main point of my whole spiel here is that Yukari's right.
Anyway, why don't we start with veggies? Can you cut the tomatoes for me?
Sauteed chicken. Curious.
I chose breast meat because it was cheap and I heard it's good for a diet, but...
I mean, admittedly, it doesn't look half bad, but it'd be tough to make it look bad.
It's kind of dry. Okay, very dry. And I can barely chew through it. And that was unexpected. I don't usually mess up this kind of thing. Hey, you're doubting me, aren't you? I'm serious. I'll make up for it next time. So let's cook together again when you get the chance. It'll be so delicious, you can't help saying yum.
I mean, I don't really have dry chicken too often because thankfully, well, I don't cook. My dad, who does do the majority of the cooking at my house, does know how to cook for the most part. And he doesn't really serve dried chicken too often, but whenever he does, like, usually I find just like get a lemon, you know, squeeze that on there. It's typically fine. I can hear people talking.
Come to think of it.
By the way, you know Mitsuru Kirijo, the student council president? I heard she's probably gonna I heard she's gonna study abroad after high school, probably to prepare herself to run the Kirijo group in the future. Wow, that's crazy. It's like she lives in a different world from us plebs. But she's staying in a dorm, right? Why would a rich girl want to live in a dump like that? Maybe your family made her? To understand how us ordinary folk live or something. I mean, to be honest, that's pretty smart. I am of the belief that all rich people should send their children to public school and private schools are a scam. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there'd be a lot less douchey rich people if they knew how to live with the quote-unquote common folk.
Do you have a moment?
Oh, something
I was
big
just
happening?
told that the chairman will be stopping by this evening. When you get back, make sure to come to the 4th floor.
Oh, okay then.
Is this like another
I'll see you all later.
is this like another new equipment situation?
Talk about short notice. Maybe he wants to tell us a new joke.
Who knows? But I am a little curious. Guess I'll head straight back today.
Wait, isn't this like the same dialogue that happened before?
Koro-chan,
Koromaru, or
shake.
spoilers. Ah, he's a good boy.
Oh, we did it! What a smart dog!
Oh, welcome back.
Hey there!
Honestly, first question anytime I see a dog. Can I pet him?
Sure, go on, Koro-chan. You know how to say hi, right?
Oh man, I just want to go downstairs and pet my dogs.
His name's Koromaru. I've seen him sitting by the steps of the shrine.
Oh, this dog still goes on walks all by himself?
What do you mean?
He used to belong to the priest at the Naganaki shrine. Every afternoon, the two of them went this way for a walk.
So that's what he was doing here.
That is, until the priest passed away.
He passed away?
You haven't heard the story? I think it was about 6 months ago. The priest was hit by a car while walking his dog. He didn't survive. Ever since then, that dog has continued to go on walks, always stopping to sit by the site of the accident. But he refuses to let anyone take him in. Why, just the other day, my son... Oh my goodness, look at the time. I must be going. My son will be home soon.
No offense, but like they couldn't animate her looking down like at a watch or something, or like at her phone. Watching just like stare off to the right.
Oh, you're such a loyal dog. Good boy.
Huh? Is he...
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Sorry.
Minor spoiler, but if I remember right, okay, actually, no, I'm just gonna remember this and mention it later on when, I mean, again, I'm assuming like some people who watch this, if anyone at all, has played this game before, but I have to remember that if anyone is watching this, that some of them some of you probably haven't played 3 before, so I kind of don't want to talk about any big spoiler stuff. But I will say this: this is an important scene. Big little shadowy bit for later.
Is the chairman coming today? We should probably go get ready.
Yeah, you're right. See you later, Koro-chan.
Hello, everyone. I gathered you all here because I wanted to let you know how my research has been going. It concerns the shadows that have been appearing during full moons.
Okay, so this is like confirming that whole deal. I thought this was a new event for a minute.
Now, I want you to listen closely. It might be hard to follow. Shadows can be divided into 12 categories, according to their characteristics. This we've known for a while. We can think of it like their class or order. I've classified the special shadows we've seen so far, and well, it's simply fascinating.
Why are you so excited about it?
So...
Right. Those 4 shadows belong to categories 1 through 4 in order of their appearance. They may have looked different than the more common ones, but the classification scheme still applies.
I want to talk a bit about that, but I don't know if he's gonna like mention it, so I'm staying quiet for right now. I'm saying this both to fill the air because I feel like I don't talk enough whenever I don't say anything for a while, but also because again like I was saying, like I have a legitimate reason to stop and talk about this. So.
And that's something we should be excited about?
Oh, I get it. There are 12 in all.
Of course, Fuke was the first to pick up on it.
Seen yet.
That's exactly right, Yamagishi-kun. You're quite sharp.
Oh, okay, but what are they after?
That's a good question, and that's what we haven't figured out yet. Their motive. They don't kill their prey. They feed on their minds. Now, it could be considered predation, but is it really? Is there actually an underlying intent behind their behavior? The purpose of the shadows as a whole. That's what we need to consider.
Again, stopping here because there are 2 things I want to mention. One is I want to go over the whole classification thing he was talking about, and 2 is about what he just said. I'm not going to get too into the second thing because it delves a lot into stuff we learn about in later games. And with Persona 4 Revival coming out, or at least, yeah, coming out at some points relatively soon, either this year or next, I feel like it will probably be best to get more into that stuff when that game comes out, because that's where we pick up on a lot, where like a lot of what I would mention here becomes relevant. But back to the whole first thing, which is the order and classification of shadows in this one. As you can probably tell by the whole naming scheme of the boss shadows we've been fighting, you know, Magician, High Priestess, Emperor, Empress, they're named after the 12 major arcana, and the way that they fight, or the way that they're, I guess, how to phrase this, that their skills, or yeah, the way that their attacks have worked so far has been, you know, in relation to those abilities, or to those, you know, in relation to the arcana. Why specifically they chose Arcana to, you know, classify them as, I don't know. I mean, like, real world reason obviously is because, you know, matches the whole theming of the game. But in universe, I don't know. There is some mysticism involved with the shadows, and they definitely know that. But narrowing it down to, you know, to tarot and the Arcana seems a bit kind of too specific, if you catch my drift. Like, it just seems like out of everything, why that stuff specifically?
This is interesting. But no matter what their intent, we still have to beat the rest of them.
I agree. That's about all we can do at this point.
8 more, huh? Lucky us.
According to the data, each one has been stronger than the last. That means we better start training harder.
We'll manage. We've got plenty of time.
But why does Tartarus even exist in the first place?
Yep, some more subtle foreshadowing right there. Probably should have read that and not think about it. But yeah, the puzzle pieces are falling into place one by one. Those large shadows that only appear on the full moon. I wonder what their purpose is. 8 more remain. We have a long road ahead of us. Yeah, believe me, we do. And a long road after that, too. And before you ask, no, I'm not just talking about the answer. I'm talking about everything that happens after that, too. The events of, actually, no, technically speaking, like, there's a whole, I guess, mid-story during all this that takes place, I don't even remember how many months. If I remember right, I think it'll probably show up on the calendar. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Where would it be? It's gonna be like a week where we miss... Wait, is it this one? Maybe, actually. I don't know if we'll find it. There's gonna be like a whole set of 3 days where we're out of commission. And during those 3 days... Wait, let's say Emperor's birthday? Oh, wait, right, sorry. But, yes, there's like a whole 3 days where we're out of commission. And, okay, and something before this. I forget when it is. I think it might be around this time. Yeah. I think it's specifically the third, or this day. But yeah, there's a whole 3 day... I said this like 3 times already, but there's a whole 3 day period where we're out of commission. And on the second day, from what I remember, the events of Persona Q take place. And then at some other point during all this, and I don't know when, because I don't think a specific day is ever given for any of anyone involved in this, but during another random ass day, the events of Persona Q2 take place. So yeah, there's so much going on after, not even just after the main story here, but just in general. But yeah, what's on TV? Another random thing. And we've already hung out with... Actually, no, let's just see what they both have to offer in terms of hangout. Do you know how to use the DVD player here? I thought I might as well use it once in a while. I have this compilation of some of the greatest matches between boxing legends. Watching professional techniques like this will surely help us in our own battles. Courage. Wouldn't mind that, actually, but let's see. Let's see what we get when we hang out with Junpei. Yo, what up? You taking care of the planters up top? You taking care of the planters up top, right? Mind if I give it a try? Girls are into slim dudes, right? Might be good to eat some vegetables after all. Just with the planters, huh? I really kind of do want to hang out with Junpei, but I do want the boost to courage because I've talked about it like 4 or 5 times already. But we definitely need to up our social stats, especially when it comes to getting, especially when it comes to wanting to. I can't speak today. But especially when it comes to wanting to complete every social link, because there are some that are blocked behind stats.
Yeah.
So let's just hang out with Akihiko today. I'm not too confident over how many points this will give us to courage, but at the very least it's something.
Just from looking at a single jab, you can tell how different everything is at the top level. And not only are both fighters strong, they each have their own unique fighting style. What kind of fighter is your favorite?
Okay, so just bruiser, a trash talker, or someone that's a bit more technical. Personally speaking, I am not very strong. I am terrible at trash talk, and I have 2 left feet. I cannot move for shit. But if I had to pick, if I had to be any one of these, I would definitely want to be someone with some slick footwork. That means I can, you know, move in quick, move out quick, you know. In a fight, one of the most important things I feel personally is speed, which is why I think I've mentioned this before, but I prefer to have a high speed stat in terms of like a character in a game. A high speed works for me because I like to be quick. I like to make sure I get attacks in first. I like to be able to set things up. I like to be able to avoid attacks because what's the best defense if not, you know, avoiding the hit entirely. But yeah, fighter with slick footwork. That's what I would want to be.
I get that. The essence of boxing is to land hits without getting hit yourself.
See, he gets it.
I tend to rely on footwork in my matches too. But someday, I'm hoping to master the style of infighting. Now that I'm watching these again, I can see there's a lot to learn from professional matches. Plus, when I do it here, I have someone to discuss things with. Let's do this again next time you're free.
This was nice. I still can't tell when any of these are going to level up.
Man, watching those guys fighting is making it hard for me to sit still. You want to head to my room and wail on the punching bag for a bit?
I also wouldn't mind having a punching bag. I would like definitely just hit the thing whenever I'm a bit stressed or just need to, you know, waste some time. No school. Let's see. New message from Maya. Perfect. First, let's check what's on the shopping network.
It's amazing. I'm going to do it.
Diet support set.
Good, good.
Amnesty suit.
Not bad.
And super
kid.
diet food. Oof. Honestly, screw it. I have the money for it. Why not? Just like in real life, I spend money. I just spend my money like nothing because I can. All right. Let's talk to Maya. Actually, before I do that, is there anything else I need to do today? Don't really think there is. Don't have any items to sell. Right, I could go copy a skill card. Honestly, probably should do that. Any passives or status skills I want to use? Maybe ice break and wind break. Those could be useful. Maybe ice dodge and light dodge too. Counter, yeah. Also maybe the Agilao. Actually, no. I should probably copy the Agilao since I do think I'm gonna want higher tier fire skills for some personas. Actually, what do some of them have right now? Bufu, Mabufu, Learns Herculean Strike. Okay, Oberon's a fire skill. Does no one? Wait, no one has fire skills except for Oberon. Okay, yeah, then I definitely need to get need to copy Agilao. Head to the shrine real quick. Wait, what the heck? And Ken? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, well, I don't remember this happening. Oh, Yuki-kun, we were just talking about you. Let me introduce you to Amada-kun. Nice to meet you. My name is Ken Amada. I attend Gekokan Elementary School. Nice to meet you too. Be friends with him, alright? He's a good kid. Amada-kun drops by the shrine pretty often. It's close to our dorm, you know? So if you ever see him, say hello, okay, Yuki-kun? I didn't realize that we met him this early, what the heck? Right, we're still like, I think, maybe a boss or two away from him joining the team. Nope, spoilers. Crap, probably shouldn't have said that. But yeah, yeah, no, I mean, I don't remember running into him this early on. That's kind of wild, actually. Okay. Maybe I think I should go out on weekends a bit more and see what else I can find. You know, just because I've already stepped out. Let's see what else we can find anywhere else. Let's go to the mall quick. Maybe we can find Akihiko here. Wait. Okay, never mind. I saw the speed bubble there, and I thought for a second it actually was him. Doesn't seem like it though. What about Port Island Station? Actually, no. If anywhere, he'd probably be at the strip mall. I'm just keeping an eye out for any like characters that I recognize from the story. I was thinking maybe we can find Shinjiro back here. Still have to, well, I guess I'll check by the strip mall. Wait, if I bought any of the takoyaki from here before? It's a weird takoyaki. Right, no, I bought this for, what was it, for Maiko. When I was unlocking your social link. Well, it doesn't look like Akihiko's here, but there is a Gecko Kansu at the very least. In his uniform for some reason, during the weekend. Yeah, no, definitely should hop outside of the dorm more often just to check and see what's around. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I can just... Wrong one. There it is. What rank even are we even on with Maya right now? Okay. I feel okay. Can't say like I feel like we're gonna get through this pretty quick because I'm not sure how many more weekends she'll be available, but at the very least, you know, we're making good progress with this one. Is my main point. Hopefully, we'll be able to rank up the next time around. My hair looks almost white from that, with that lighting. I'm at a meal set today. Huh, no hanging out with anyone. Guess they're all gone. Perfect time to head to the mall. Oh wait, no, that was the basic one. Crap! Ah, crap, I didn't save earlier. Crap. Ah, man, what was like the last autosave?
Hey, so...
Hey, Yuki-kun. I've been thinking. The night before last, when we learned about the 12 Shadows and their connection to Tartarus, isn't there just too much we don't understand? I mean, there definitely is. There's a lot of like missing loose threads, especially at this point where stuff just seems kind of random, so I'm inclined to agree with her here. Yeah, there's something about it that bugs me. Same the rest of the talk there, just like about those like little things that just seem off, you know?
Oh, isn't it just beautiful?
Okay, I just looked ahead and I can't. What is that word there? Cartesian? Is that actually it? Did I say it right? Okay, wow. But oh gosh, Cartesian coordinates are really beautiful, aren't they? There's one in particular that's my favorite though. Are you curious? You are, right? Right? What kind of black magic is that? What the heck? This curve is a graph of a Cartesian equation. One that was discovered by an Italian mathematician, Maria Agnesi. I don't know. I can't read. I don't speak Italian. It's actually named after her. Some people call it the curve of Agnesi. That's weird. However, it's more commonly known by another name. Iori-kun, do you have any idea what it is? Huh? How would I know? Heck, what are we even talking about? Or, I mean, are we even talking about math anymore? Kodo, do you know the answer? I don't know the answer, but thankfully the internet does. Which of Agnesi? That actually looks kind of badass.
That's correct.
Well, he just said it. That's right. I'm surprised you even knew that. As to why it's called a witch, nobody really knows. Apparently, it came from a mistranslation of the Italian word for the verse sign of a curve. I think it's a verse sign. Merely an inadvertent mistake, I suppose. I make careless mistakes fairly often as well, but it's pretty embarrassing when your mistakes last for generations. I mean, if the shape of a curve resembled a witch, maybe they could have gotten away with it, but alas. That's just common sense, Mr. M.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Makoto. I was about to sound real stupid. Give it like 5 minutes, Junpei. I'm pretty sure you'll say something way worse. Then this jackass. No one likes a snitch, dude. But Yuki can help them out there. Seems like you can always count on him. Oh wait, I thought I said that out loud. That bullshit. When I was a kid, smart people were never popular in school. Practice. Oh wait. Okay, cool. Looks like we can add something kind of nice. We can wait, Officer Kurosawa. Cool. I guess I will talk with him real quick, and then we can probably finish Hidetoshi's social link right now, which is pretty cool because we're coming up on the hour, and yeah, I would like that on something nice, but I'm ashamed to admit it, but there isn't much we adults can do for you when it really counts. Now then, I don't have that much, but you should be able to find what you need. Did he, oh, a sale. Oh wait, no, new items. Silver Saber, Pleiades. Oh wait, no, this is still the same stuff from before, right? Why is it still listed as new?
What are you looking for?
Unless he has something else new in stock?
See if anything. Take as long as you
or is it just like advertisement for the sale?
Take as long as you need. What are you looking for?
Which seems like it might be. Maybe footwear?
As long as you need.
Doesn't seem like it.
What are you looking for?
New accessories, that's probably it. Confusion boost, stress boost, fear boost. That probably be stuff like this would probably be best for a Mitsuru, since she also, since she has skills that inflict status conditions, but unfortunately they don't have a charm boost item, which is really what she needs.
But I suggest picking something that complements.
So I think I'm just gonna back out for right now.
You finished? Come back soon.
Besides, I am kind of running a bit low on cash, so I probably should just save up while I can. I mean, before I next hit Run at Tartarus, which will probably be relatively soon, since I do need to still save that lady stuck in there. Yeah, let's just head to the student council and. Oh, wait, there he is. What the heck? Is that in the student council room?
Good timing.
Sorry, I just want to check something real quick, because I'm pretty sure it told us like what rank it was. Am I saying things? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So there's. Wait. Has that been there this entire time? Have I just never noticed that? Huh. Let me check real quick, because there's no way I didn't know the wrong one. If I just never noticed that, have I just been hitting like the X button so quickly that I just never noticed that it just tells us what rank we're on? Oh my god, seriously? Have I just never noticed that? How long have I been playing this game? It's been like months now. And I'm just now figuring that out. Jesus Christ, I'm a moron. Anyway, more important thing. If you're planning to attend today's meeting, I could use your help with something. Yeah, let's spend time with Hidetoshi. Excellent. I owe you for this. I'd like to do a little presentation to help raise awareness of the student council. I'll do most of the talking, so if you wouldn't mind supporting me. Yeah, no. That's what friends are for, man.
Which is what I believe to be the proper way to wear one's uniform. Please keep these things in consideration. I'm not saying everyone should follow this to the letter, so we'll leave it to the discretion of the individual. Holy crap! Did that just come out of his mouth?
I think this is the first time he's cared about anyone else's opinions.
Well, at least he's trying.
Facts. Facts.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. So, how did I do? What did everyone think?
Honestly, especially considering that everyone was reacting, it's definitely a big improvement.
Thanks. Hearing that takes a huge weight off my shoulders. I may have painted a selfish, arrogant portrait of myself to everyone, so I'll have to win back their trust. Here, look at this. One of the guys fessed up about the cigarette butt in the boys' bathroom.
There was a resolution to that whole argument there. That would just be one of those things where it's never really resolved, because what's more important is Hidetoshi's realization on the matter than who actually smoked. But I guess it's still nice to to have the resolution. I mean, if I had to pick one or the other, to be honest, either is fine to me, because again, the important thing is Hidetoshi's resolution. But it's fine. Although I kind of, I mean, I guess I know why they didn't put like a cigarette butt in his hand, but just like seeing something that, like, hell, even like a plastic bag where it's implied the butt is in there, you know, that would have been nice.
It took a lot of persuasion, but he promised me he'll never smoke again. This lighter is proof of that.
Oh, it's a lighter?
His trust by showing compassion for others, just like you taught me.
Well, first off, that's nice, but that's even more reason why not just put like an actual lighter in his hand.
That's why you should be the one to have it.
I mean, yeah, sure, I guess I'll take it, but no, I will say this. Canonically speaking, Makoto is kind of like a aloof guy. He does not care for the most part, and he can be rude sometimes when it comes to his friends. I mean, unless it's like a jokey situation, he's dead serious. So, I'll cherish it.
Thanks.
Damn. That was called Cheap Lighter. I mean, of course it would be one, because I highly doubt like a high school kid would buy something like Top End or hell even like just overly nice, but I don't know. In fact, it's called cheap. They couldn't just call it lighter. It had to be a cheap lighter.
I've spent my whole life looking down on others. Such baseless bravado. But you taught me an important lesson. Something I'll carry with me forever. I don't think I'll ever be anything like you, though.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Emperor Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the Emperor within thyself.
I'm never gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not. I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna get used to it, but I will always enjoy like seeing this like the whole like rank 10 screen. I'm glad that they've like I guess carried this over from Persona 5 because I don't know why there was always like this nice kind of sense of accomplishment and like just joy for the character that we managed to make it this far. You know, seeing how they progressed after everything. You can now fuse Odin, the storm god.
Do you remember the story I told you about the TV station's writer? That man. He's my father.
I do remember that.
That sincerity is important, and I'm proud of myself for understanding that. I also realized what an amazing man my father is. It's about time to go. Say, do you want to stop by somewhere before we head home? Now that I think about it, we've never hung out outside of school before.
I say fucking talking like Porky Pig here and there. But what I want to say is that honestly is a really nice way to end this. Aside from his whole, like him cementing the fact that he's gonna change, you know, just going outside of school just to hang out like real friends, like that's a nice way for that whole scenario to end. Oh hey, welcome back. Hey, did you hear? Something's up with the equipment in the command room. Oh hey, sweet, we get the next one. Junpei's looked at it, but it seems like it's been breaking down a lot recently, doesn't it? I honestly had no clue what I was looking at. Yuki-kun, can you check it out later? Alright, cool, and I will. Although, after I check the TV, nope. Hoping for another who's who. Wait, what? I think there's something about a dead body being found near the school. Probably another victim of the lost. Oh wait, oh wait, no, I realize what that is now. Oh, okay, that's a lead up for something else. Right, okay, because if I remember right, the next full moon is the lovers, and that's a whole... Okay, oh man, I really want to get this into some spoiler stuff now, but like I said before, I have to assume at least someone who hasn't played this game is watching this. If anybody at all. But yeah, with all that settled, we'll see what happens in the command room next time. You guys know the drill, typical YouTube stuff. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, dislike. Drop a comment. In this case, what do you think about Hidetoshi's social link? From start to finish, again, this one is... I have to not clarify, but reiterate, I technically haven't been every social link in 3, and it's been a decent while since I've seen every social link in 3, so I might have to give a different overall ranking by the end of this, but right now Hidetoshi's, from the two I've maxed out so far, is definitely up there. The Old Couple is really nice too. And from every social link I remember, aside from C's, because as a main story one and one that holds like the most weight since because of its relevance, you know, in itself and in the main story, I kind of don't count that. But yeah, from every other link that I know from here and remember just from in general, it's definitely one of the high up ones for me. If I had to give it an overall one right now, I'd say maybe it's a top 3 one, but again, I don't remember them all. But yeah, if you want to see what happens next, subscribe, ring the bell to stay notified, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya, C's.